Whenever you are.
Ready when you are.
Go for it.
Start. It's already started.
Recording?
Go, whoever wants to go.
So, Iron Lung.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Movies on the Brain.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring energy to his dull-ass channel. Yeah, let's go. Woo!
Keep
Oh
going.
my God.
Keep going.
Hey, man, you invited us here. This is your fault. Remember that.
Yes,
This is
I
your
know.
fault. You, in the way.
How do you
should
not
know
expect us to
what
do
you brought
shit to you?
yourself into.
I should have, but
I'll hold off on some stuff.
I'm not going to.
Well, you're not a dick. I am.
Yeah, lick your tongue out like that, Dixon. I saw it. I seen
Exactly. Anyways, Dixon.
it. Anyway,
go on.
let's go on. Start. We brought your intro for you. We apologize.
y'all kind of did. Do
your intro, my guy.
Welcome back to Movies on the Brain. I'm Jason, and today we're descending into the crushing darkness of Iron Lung. Directed and starring Markiplier alongside a small, tightly focused cast, this film brings the claustrophobic horror of the cult indie game.
God damn it, tongue tied. Jesus Christ.
Isolating, drenched in dread from the very first moment. And I'm not going to this nightmare alone. Joining me in this review are my buddies Jason, known online as Keeper TTV. Go ahead.
Hi, I don't know what the fuck you want us to say.
I don't know. And Romero, also known as Nugget Slayer 117.
How's it going?
Today we're stepping into the abyss to see if
Did you not rehearse
the
this?
same suffocating terror in film form. Let's power up the submersible and begin the descent. What'd you say?
Did you not rehearse this? Good
Did
Lord, you know how much stutter there was? Just the intro? That's how you rake them in right there. You're like, come on.
We made him nervous.
I know. I feel like we did.
Yes, y'all did.
This is your fault. You brought us here. You invited us to your channel.
Yes, I know. Anyway, Iron Lung opened in theaters on January 30th, 2026 with a budget of $3 million.
Yeah.
During its 3-week theatrical run, as of recording this video, it has made $34.9 million domestically and $8.7 million internationally, making a worldwide total of $43.7 million.
Off a budget of $3 million.
$17.8 million.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, man. That is wild.
Its opening weekend saw it earn $17.8 million, finishing number 2 in the box office behind Only Send Help, which also opened the same weekend, which only made $1.3 million more, might I add. The week ending on February 19th, which as of this recording is the most recent week of it being in theater, saw it earn $760,000, finishing in the box office at number 20. Romero, why don't you go ahead and give him the plot?
All right. So the plot of the movie is
Sorry,
so
you didn't expect
it.
What are we doing shit, man?
I didn't rehearse anything, so I'm going off the top of my head.
Don't worry, man.
So
I'll help out if you need me to. I'll jump on in.
So the plot of the movie, of course, is life as you know it ended. Stars receded, just disappeared as the quiet rapture, as what was told during the story. Only a few certain space stations survived, and the people in space were there. Apparently, according to them, there's 3 moons, but 4th one appeared. Only 2 space stations which were at war. Apparently, was Eden, and there's another one. I forgot the name of it, but there's 2 space stations basically at war. But the basic gist of it is they want to go explore this 4th planet because apparently it has some sort of life to it that the other 3 just don't have. So they decide, let's go here, not even close to even taking safety protocols, just to go into it and all right, let's just dive in, see what's in it, and go. Doesn't matter who goes in there, what goes in there.
Well, the thing is, though,
we're going to go explore.
They were already looking for resources in general, and that planet was the one that was the hardest one. They couldn't find anything because, to be fair, they had sent multiple divers down. They lied to...
But they were the scientists. they didn't send prisoners until Simon. According to the movie, Simon came in.
They were always sending prisoners, though.
But they never came back.
Simon was not the original prisoner that ever went down into that moon. Fuck, what is that moon's name?
I think that was changed. That was changed because I think in an interview that I saw, Mark was talking to David, I guess is the name, right? For the creator of the... Well, anyways, he was talking to him. They can bend a little bit of the rules from game to movie.
Yeah.
So
pretty
what
standard
Mark did, what Mark did is he bent some of those to make it fit right. But the creator was like, that works. Because they were always in touch. Yeah. Regardless, they were always in touch from start to end.
Well, I mean, I would hope so, considering that he was the creator of fucking Iron Lung original game, which is actually a fun little indie game. It's fucking annoying as hell to try to navigate, but then you think about it when you
get used to it after a while.
Yeah, exactly. But when you've played this game, fucking Iron Lung, when you have played that game and then you decide to watch this movie, you understand the mental trauma that fucking Sam is going through to try to fucking navigate blind. Because in the movie, when you go down in the sub, the window is covered. So it, honestly, basically, so it doesn't crack and destroy.
It's pressure. So, it's pressure.
Yeah, so it makes sense. And navigating in the game is pretty much navigating in the movie. So the amount of stress you go through kind of fits it. Because you don't know what the fuck is out there. It's annoying as hell.
You don't. But what I don't get is going from the movie. Well, either way, regardless, even in the game, how do you know the map of a moon without getting feedback from the other divers?
They were getting feedback from the other divers. But once again, he was not the original diver to go down there.
I don't know. That's why the different aspects from it, because
that's the thing. That's where the map was forming, was because these were the points that they made it to.
Oh, that makes sense on the game then, because there's some spot, because there's that one point you're going up, you make a right, you have this big old spot on the right side down below, and then you have like a small little cavern in, and then you could go up, and then there's a little, I guess, space like maybe like this big, like to put it in your mind. But from that little spot right there to go up, you don't see a passage. And you literally either you go to your right or to your left, but you see the rest up here.
Yeah.
Which I never understood the spot right here.
Well, in the movie, though, he does find basically a fucking little cavern that he ends up going down further down.
I think that's what I went through.
Yeah, he went deeper and deeper in the movie.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because the pressure, he went past the red line of what the hull could take, and apparently he just kept going. And then what I loved about the whole X-ray thing, I love the pictures. Because you don't know what the hell is out there. It makes you really sit there fearful. And you don't know it's X-rays. At first, he didn't know it was an X-ray. It was just pictures, he thought. So he's like, I found bones. And he was just, that's all I found. That's all it is. I don't know anything else.
He goes bones. Up. That's the crazy
exactly.
Part.
It's not fucking bones. Because he took a fucking X-ray of a goddamn creature in a sea of blood. And that when you find out, when he gets pulled out of the ocean of blood, and they talk to him and they tell him, like, what are you doing? Well, now I got your attention. That was an X-ray. It's radio, and all that. He fucked up that one.
It's got to be a very powerful X-ray.
Yeah, think about how much blood it's cutting through in order to take a picture. So I 100% believe it's beyond ridiculously strong.
But that's the plot. I think Dixon wanted you to.
Yeah, Dixon, go on. Sorry.
Name the cast.
Nope, I'm not doing
that.
Yeah, sorry. I don't even know. Markiplier. Mark Fishbach.
I've got the cast right here.
I don't know what everybody, other than Jacksepticeye played Jack, Markiplier, who was in a tiny submarine. I don't know the other couple.
Who played Simon.
Yeah, who played Simon and all them.
Troy Baker was one of the scientists.
Yeah, I know that.
So I've got the cast right here. And what I can do, since I've got y'all here, we'll go each casting and y'all say y'all's basic thoughts on each of them, if y'all want to. What do you think?
I have a few.
Okay.
You're gonna have to remind me who played Simon. Who.
Of course, we already know he did an amazing job.
I love how he showed the steady decline of your mental being stuck in a tiny ass sub with no direction and just figuring the shit out. And just
what I liked was the times where he was quiet and like he didn't say a word. It's just his frustration, like just looking at a paper, like
that's what I mean. Like you started watching, like
his
literally
grunts, his little.
You started watching his constant decline into madness, and that's basically what was happening. He played that so goddamn well that I was like, "Oh my god, I can see this being." That's why when people tell me, "Oh, it was 2 hours long," it could have been 30 minutes shorter, and it would have got the same message. I feel like it wouldn't have.
No.
I feel like that extra 30 minutes of suffering that you see, it just makes you feel like, "Oh my god," even more.
What I think he added to the movie than what the game wasn't able to put out, and that's what he did, and it was a great job that he did, because basically the only thing you're adding to the game is your own personal kind of level of decline, but we see it through what the character in the game actually felt, and that he did an amazing job.
I feel like he did an amazing job as well.
And y'all can tell me if y'all agree. I do have one complaint about what he did, though. It's when he was mumbling. You could hardly hear him.
Well, think about it.
I think that was the point.
Yes, you're right. Mumbling should have probably came through a little bit more. But on top of that, I see Romero's point, and I see where the direction he was going with it too. Because think how often do you understand anybody that's mumbling?
You never do. But exactly. You gotta think, it's an indie film.
Well, think about it.
In Hollywood,
but that's also pushing the narrative of the mental decline, the stress, the anger, the fucking thing that he's going through in his mind right now, trying to figure out where to go in this goddamn submarine. He can't see anything, so he's just sitting there.
And also, it's Hollywood
and figuring it out.
Everything perfect.
Yeah, Hollywood is. Hollywood hasn't produced much of anything good. Some movies have been good, but a lot of it just fucking regurgitated rhetoric. Annoying.
The only ones I can say would be coming out, just sorry for going off topic, it'd be the Alien and Predator franchise.
But to be fair, that
is being revived
it's literally just going around having a giant alien, two aliens basically killing things. So I mean, is that bad?
Pretty much.
It's just,
it's still the same.
Blood, gore, and entertainment. What was Iron Lung? Blood and gore and entertainment.
I felt like they had more than that. Like I'm not gonna lie, I felt very suffocated in it, like in a entertained way.
I feel like he played the claustrophobic part of it very
well.
Like very well.
Oh yeah.
Like you think about being in that tiny ass sub and just like, man, that hard breathing, just the constant distress. And then at one point talking to the fucking speaker and nobody's talking to him, mind you.
No one was there.
He's just talking.
And not only that, the slow reduction of the oxygen played so good, because if you don't have enough oxygen, you're going to be seeing stuff, you're going to be hearing stuff.
And that's where the psychology of the blood. That's where the 2 hour mark, I feel, also helped, because it just gave you that extra time to feel that fucking strain of terror of like, oh fuck, he's almost out of oxygen. Oh hell. And then, of course, when he went up, they're like, give him more oxygen. There's no time, bitch.
It's like there is time. But the one thing I can say, I understand that part, because there was that one point during the game where I was going, it's like, I'm good. I've gotten these down here. I got time to go over here. The thing is, you don't have time. I freaked out because I had to go, I was like, fuck. I got one over here. I had to go one over here. I had to go way over here. And then you start to panic because you think you're close to a wall. But this entire time, it's like, wait a minute. I've been away from that direction for a while. You look at the map. No, there's no wall there. There's no wall there. And the minute you turn to it and take a picture, it's a thing. It's something. And we'll get into it. We'll get into more of the whole lore of some stuff of it. But Dixon, go on with your other stuff.
Yeah, we're going to continue rattling off, my guy.
Okay, and then the next one is Isaac McKee as Child Simon. I don't really remember him, if I'm being honest.
He wasn't in it that much, but
he just showed like.
But the little bit we heard, he didn't sound.
He just showed that basically he was like during the time with the last tree was alive and that entire fucking space station pretty much blew up. Everybody was dead. That's all it was, like, kind of picturing, like, putting a face to the what happened. You know what I mean? Kind of giving you an idea of, like, oh, that was Simon. That was Simon right there. No, it just, it felt like it wasn't that big of an issue. It just gave, like, more to the lore of what was going on.
Pretty much.
Of Simon's backstory. That's all it did. It didn't really affect me any at all.
Oh no, I'm just saying I didn't remember it because I don't recognize that actor's name. So it's just like,
oh, so you're saying we pay attention more to you and you run a movie channel? What the fuck? And we run 2 gaming channels? Is that what you're saying right now, Dixon? I'm here to create controversy.
Come on now. No, I get you on that. I mean, I pay a lot of attention in detail with some stuff because I like to know more about it. Really, it's with anything. So I get your point on where you're going with that. Seeing it through his eyes as a child who's innocent, doesn't know what's going on. You're going through a rapture, a silent rapture, and of course, and he's just giving off like confused. Like he didn't say much, yes, but he gave the like. So you're telling me about this tree, but what the hell's going on still? Like,
question.
As a child, you don't even know.
Question. Did they ever explain exactly like what happened to that space station? Obviously, I know it pretty much blew up. But
it blew up.
Yeah.
Look, okay.
But what was the cause of it?
It was a war. It was a war between both space stations. I think it was over power, if I'm not mistaken. Resources was a big thing as well because, of course, you can't find resources. So it was a war between both space station Eden and no, I was gonna say Sevastopol, but that's alien isolation. My bad.
wrong.
Yeah,
wrong
sorry.
game.
Like I said,
wrong game.
Yes, like I said, I pay way too much attention and detail on a lot of games. So I know the name. It's there. I just can't pinpoint the stupid name. So for the first go, of course, it's Eden, and I think that's where the last tree is at.
Yeah,
or it was the other one. One or the other. I forgot which one. But
okay, so it was a war between space stations. That's what caused it. Okay. Mm-hmm. I couldn't remember what was the reason of the actual space station blowing.
Yeah, it doesn't give it off in the movie, but if you dive into the lore of it, it actually gives you specific details on what's going on. Mm-hmm. So,
but we're here to talk about the movie.
I think that's what I got. Yeah, like I said, that's what I got from the child actor is that he gave that sense of innocence that is confused, doesn't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And which isn't bad because he didn't say much because you really don't know what to say, especially for a kid. They're just looking like it's like if someone passes away or something and it's at their age or something traumatic. What do you do, really? You're just okay.
I'm here, guys.
And then you're being told stuff. Yeah, you're being told stuff, but then you're like, you're still like as a kid.
Like, why do I feel like in my head, like he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they blamed him for it because he became a prisoner, which is. Well, I feel like he didn't really have anything to do with it, but I don't think
audio. Yeah, he did, but they pinned it on him because he wanted out. So they pinned it on him. I think that's what, from what I remember, that's what it was. Is that it's like okay.
Right, we're still in the lore, aren't we? We're not in the movie, are we?
Yeah. No. I think that's part of the movie that I heard from one of the audio. I think I don't remember. It's been there's like so much to even say about it. Really.
Fair enough.
Seriously? No.
Dixon.
Anyways, Dixon.
Okay.
Dixon. You're not gonna talk. You're just gonna let us go off all out, aren't you? You watched the same movie we did.
Yeah, but we overstep our part sometimes.
We are loud and obnoxious. I understand.
Exactly.
And then we got Caroline Rose Kaplan as Ava. Isn't that Markiplier's fiance, wife, girlfriend, whatever she is?
It's Amy.
Amy is her name.
Oh,
don't you disrespect her?
Okay. I couldn't remember what her name was.
You already did.
Honestly,
apply. Bad Dixon.
Y'all have to remind me. Ava was the one that was visibly face to face with him when he came up, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think she did too bad.
No. I love how forceful she was
because
she didn't care.
Yeah,
because she didn't care. He was a prisoner.
I'm not gonna lie. My favorite part was you don't see her obviously, but towards the end when she was talking to him, when he finally got reconnected to the base and started talking to him.
When she actually
and she's like,
when she actually felt like,
I don't care. Get him to stand up. I'm going in to get him. Like all of that, and then towards the end of what happened,
worried.
Yeah, and then like you see the shift from being a straight up, I don't give a flying F. You're gonna go back down. You're gonna ram it. You're gonna get us a sample, and that's it. And just to aim to
no
straight
oxygen.
Yeah, and then turn into, if we make this deal, this way I will come get you. We will do this and that basically. And she does go down, but goddamn, you hear the radio static when all you hear is, oh.
Here's the crazy part about that. That's actually not Caroline Rose Kaplan that's talking through the speaker. It's a different actress.
Really?
Yeah. I think
I just like the character in general.
I think it's some YouTuber or someone.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed the character overall.
Yes, because I was listening to. I was scrolling through Instagram and it was when I started getting like a bunch of the Iron Long feed on my stuff, and this girl came up. I don't know her. I never really heard of some of her stuff, but she's like, I voiced his conscience. His, like, I guess the person he was talking to, the girl, that was her. So basically, the person
Lovelock is her name.
Mm-hmm. I think she did good to play with him like that.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That's what I mean. Him talking to himself, basically, and it's just like, oh my god.
He made up his someone in his head to talk to. That's just so good, and she did that part well to like interact with him, like worried, like I'm scared, I have nothing down here, there's something down here, I found something down here, which in the way he did, everything was coming. It's just he needed a voice to kind of vent out to, which is great that they put her in there.
Yeah.
Go on, Dixon.
No, I'm Dixon.
Okay, now the big one. Troy Baker is David.
Troy Baker, oh my god, I lost my shit whenever I saw his name. I was in disbelief. Okay, I'm a big Troy Baker fan only because he did Arkham Origins, and I'm like, no one's gonna top Mark Hamill. There ain't no way. I hear Troy Baker come through, I'm like, no. And then I go and start following more of his stuff. I need to play more of his voice Origins. It's great. So I started going a lot of his stuff. Joel from The Last of Us. And you start hearing some more things. And I've seen some of his acting. It's great. He nailed the part of being that laid back scientist who cares, but is like, but he gave that, I don't know, he just gave something so good. And of course, he has experience with voice acting because you don't have to see him. You don't see him except for his movement.
Yeah, you don't even know that's him back there. You just like you hear the voice.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So he knows what he's doing with his voice. So it's like, all right, I could just be doing this random thing, looking like I'm doing it, but I'm gonna project with my voice. And he did a great job.
He could have been just throwing it back there, fucking sitting there just speaking, just like, yeah.
But how they got him to be in it, I don't know. I haven't dove into that, but I would love to see how they convinced Troy Baker to be in this movie. Like, I love everyone in it.
I can tell you that one.
Oh yes, please.
Because I seen an interview with him about it, and he's friends with Mark. That's exactly how.
Yes.
And he's
awesome. He got so excited.
From what I recall about that
Baker's
interview, Troy Baker was the first person he thought of.
Oh, I'm glad he accepted. I'm glad they're friends.
I mean, it makes sense that they're
crazy.
friends.
Here's the thing. Here's my take on stuff like this. Yeah, like it's indie. Everyone's like, low-level acting. But the minute you start bringing people that you can connect with someone who has this professional background on them, he didn't say much. Mark took the lead on a lot of it, and he did perfect. Like near perfect, I want to say. it's just adding a name like that, and to kind of give just that feeling for someone who's diving down to like the unknown, to kind of set him at ease. Because for a moment, that was the only time he was at ease. But whenever what's your name came back on, you saw that little spot of his happiness kind of drop down. Like, oh,
you can see the anxiety
it's
build.
like yeah, it's like at work. You working with someone like cool. Next thing you know, like you get the supervisor back that you don't like. Like, all right, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Like I felt like that's what he gave off. Like he tried to give that little. He tried to be very humble for him, because like he was the one that said it's like we got to give him more oxygen, and she's over here saying fuck or f that oxygen. I'm not. We're not gonna give him. Put him back down. He wanted to give him the oxygen. She didn't. It's the good and evil part. It's the good cop bad cop thing right there. It's that's why I like that he brought in to the movie for it. It's like for him to humble Simon during the movie.
Dixon.
And then we've already covered Elsie Lovelock, so we'll go to Elle Lamont, who was the voice of the Whisper, well, the creature.
Oh, it was so creepy.
Honestly, I want to look into more of her stuff, and I will after we get done recording this, just to see what all she's done.
Yeah,
because she's kind of in that similar lane as
you get someone had to remind me of like that part. I'm like the voice of the creature.
When you would hear the voice of the creature.
Oh, okay.
The distorted,
I was.
But she in this, she kind of reminded me of Frank Welker, who y'all know who Frank Welker is, right?
Yeah.
Remind me.
Megatron.
Yes.
Oh,
I know who it is.
And then he did like Scooby Doo and stuff like that. So he just did all the animal sounds.
Fred, right? I think he was Fred.
Yeah, he was both Fred and Scooby.
Nice.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I know. I got the image. I know who it is.
Don't get me demonetized now, even though I'm not monetized.
Hey! You better calm your britches. But hey, that will happen. We're trying to help you out here with that. We're rooting for you on that, man.
But
don't worry about it.
No, he did good.
I'm not monetized anywhere. Well, I lie. I guess I am. But
you mean she?
Well, she did, but like I don't know.
You're talking Frank Welker.
It's yeah. My bad. It's just I don't know. Just hearing that distorted part coming from a female distortion. It's I don't know. I find it very creepy.
Yeah,
it's almost like it's a higher pitch, but then it's also the mix of the fucking like what the fuck? Exactly. Yeah, I hate, dude.
Yes,
dude, I'm with you. The distorted women's fucking like sounding voices fucks me up, especially like in video games and shit like that too, because you hear the raspy screaming voice, like sweet, but when you hear the woman do it, it's like
it's different.
It gives you chills, man.
Level of fear. Yeah,
it just gives you that right hit to where it like gives you chills. It's just like, what the fuck? No. It's like kid. When I hear the kid ones that do that, I mean, shit myself.
So I don't know if people would hate me for this for saying it, and like it's I don't know if y'all seen the new Hellraiser movie.
Hellraiser? No, I haven't watched Hellraiser since. God damn.
Okay. So the new Hellraiser is a female, of course, right? It's
Oh yeah, I've seen the previews. Yes. I think.
Okay, so it's
Pinhead.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. So the woman is a transsexual. Okay. Hear me out though. And when you hear stuff like that, it's like, I don't know.
Hey, don't bother me.
The voice and the thing that she projected to it. It was like, don't get me wrong. The original voice actor or the actor for Pinhead, he did great, of course. But when she came along, she added that. I'm like, oh. And so like I said, women's voices kind of hit a whole different, because men try to be more, you know,
they go deep with it.
dominant.
Like, they try.
They
Yeah,
go
they
deep
try
and
to.
they try to be dominant. But women, it's like a not seductive, but you know,
Don't lie to you. It is.
they add that it is seductive. Anyways, but you know, they just have
Don't lie.
they have well, yeah, they in the way they have like that kind of seductiveness.
It's like a softness,
in
but
their
yet
voice.
a
Soft.
horror to it. You're like, what the fuck?
It's uneasy.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't match, but it matches. Fuck.
Exactly. So yeah, she did an amazing
What are you gonna
job,
do to me?
especially adding the
What are you gonna
distortion.
do to me? That's exactly what turns into your brain.
But adding that distortion that they did for her was just whoa. You have a great voice, but the minute they added that spot was like, I'm kind of
So
scared.
I just
of you
pulled it
now.
up. I just pulled it up while you were talking. And she was, where did I see it? She was Screwhead in Alita Battle Angel, which I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on that.
I have no idea what that one is.
Oh, great movie, but I know who you're talking about. I remember I've seen that movie like 5 times already. Leave me alone. It's a great movie. It's a great movie to watch. Shut up, Jason.
Yeah,
Hold on. What is this movie called? I will look it up right now.
Alita Battle Angel.
Angel.
Look,
Alita Battle Angel.
I know what you're thinking. Yes, I know what you're thinking, Jason. It's like I'm talking to this goonhead over here. It's like I'm thinking something else. No, it's a very good action pack. Think of Real Steel, but more.
Oh, this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good.
I like it. It's on Netflix, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
But was
no
I don't
Hulu?
know.
I think.
But now on Hulu, it was on Netflix. I swear.
Yeah.
Okay.
At one point it was, but not anymore.
I wanted to watch this, but I never actually sat there to watch it. Oh, it looked good. Reminds me of Stellar Blade.
It's one of my favorite ones. Okay, it's
not to that extent, okay, but
okay. I thought you were going.
No, the world and kind of fighting style, but not not the big.
You could have said. You could have been like. It reminds me of the world Stellar Blade, not Stellar Blade.
Well,
when
okay, that's what the game. That's what the world is. Stellar Blade's world. So hey, it's not called that, but that's what I'm going with it.
Okay, but think about it. If you say Stellar Blade, and immediately someone says like, "Okay," not like, "Oh, I get you." No,
to be fair, like, if you don't, okay, you have as bad as a mind as I do. Let's be real here, because you thought the same thing I did when I first saw Stellar Blade.
I know,
but you don't.
I did because everyone.
But not
knows
not everybody did. All us gooners and us, did.
We know what the creators wanted to do, and they brought it for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a gooner.
The funny part is that even the creators admitted to doing that. Anyway, we're getting off subject here, guys.
We're moving on.
Dixon, bring us back. Dixon, bring us back. We're gonna keep going. Dixon, bring us back.
And then
you got to do that.
And then we've got Mick Lauer as the voice of the previous occupant of SM-13, which he's another one I'm not too familiar with, but I like how he sounded.
I haven't heard his. I mean, overall, it's the people with the voices.
The name sounds familiar, but
I don't know the actor.
I don't know. I'm terrible at names.
But I do like. But I get when you like him as he was reading, like when he got the little glass thing around his wrist and everything like that. And he was reading it after learning how to turn on the other machine, the computer. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was good. I wasn't like necessarily like ultra like strong and made you like, oh shit, or nothing like that. It just was. It was one of those things that is like, it's good. It fit. It makes you like, understand what this machine is, and kind of makes makes him realize. Simon, thank you. Makes Simon realize, they lied to me. They have sent more people down here before, not just me. I'm not the first. So they don't care if I come back. And that's where, with his monologue and everything like that, when he found all that, it just gave that extra like dread to the movie.
What I liked about it
and the realization
is that he stuck to the actual game, but collaborated with David about the like I said, you can bend some stuff, and I liked how he's like, add this, because I know in the game he wasn't able to. I'm not sure if he was or not, but it was just him making the game. But either way,
He didn't take
Mark added something.
complete, like, what was it, creative liberties with it, and I like that he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He talked to the creator,
but
of
even I think
it
that's
and
with
actually,
any universe as well.
Well, you got to think
that's
about
like the best. That's the best approach to do it, because if
it
you don't,
is.
You're really gonna go off.
See, the thing
script,
is,
and you're gonna get people be like, no.
See, the thing is, it is
like, if you wanted like a game, be it a game. You could, like I said, you could bend it, but don't overdo it.
That's the problem with Hollywood, and that's why they always sit there and complain and get Hollywood. Oh, movies, game adaptation movies always fail because you sit there and you don't follow any of the source material that is already beloved by millions, that have a beautiful storyline, a beautiful action, beautiful fucking ending to where you're like, oh man, I love this. This actually made me feel, the cinematic part made me almost cry. But then when you try to, it's like, you know what, we could add this in. They just basically buy the rights and just fucking shit out something they think someone's gonna like. And I fucking hate that they do that with fucking. Exactly.
Star Wars.
Like, oh, let's just add. Okay. Star Wars was a movie prior. You gotta remember that. Star Wars.
It was, but
Star Wars was 100% a movie for.
I don't know.
That's not a game first though.
I know. Well,
you're just disappointed in Star Wars now. But that's not what I'm saying. But like,
they do have games too.
Well, now, but they were a movie in the 80s first, 70s.
And then I did look up who Mick Lauer was. He's actually been in the other two Markiplier movies, the Space, and then
they're not even, those aren't even movies, but they're just fun, great productions, honestly.
But I mean that's what they're that's what they're listed as on IMDb.
Yeah, YouTube movies or something like that.
What I like about those is like they were
kind of like original Netflix.
They remind me so much of like Pick Your Own Path in the old Goosebump books, you know, or whatever other fucking horror books where you would read and it says, "Oh, jump to page this," and you had to go all the way over there and continue your story.
I read one of them.
Yeah, the storyline and shit like that of what you're already in. That's what those reminded me of. But I fucking loved it because you just like, huh. How many indies can I get? Or you just start seeing like, man, how the hell did you see that happen? Why the fuck did you push that button? What? You're like, he's roasting you. You're breaking the fourth wall, and you're just like,
you know, going back to the movie, there was that one point where I think Mark had I don't know if it was him, but where he was narrating some spots. I think he had way too much fun, and I got a lot of Markiplier vibes than what I got Simon or like Iron Lung vibes. Because you know how he is during his videos and stuff. Yeah. I felt like that's the only thing, but it really didn't take away so much. But you can tell it's like he had a little too much fun, which is, don't get me wrong, you can have fun on your set. But at the same time,
Fuck me. That's all he kept saying.
I think that part right there was fine.
That part right there was
fine.
He came out a little bit.
But I think it adds on quite a bit because,
to be fair, we opened up the thing to go under the thing to go to get the black box, and we just see a bunch of blood. Fuck me. That's exactly what we're gonna say.
Exactly.
It's like you just look at it.
I don't know. I had a different take on that.
What?
Because when I noticed I had blood, I'm like, oh shit. When did my month come?
God damn.
Yeah, I had a viewer on my stream who was like, I can't believe you actually said that. I'm like, what do you want me to say? Like, do you want me to say I'm leaking? I'm leaking here. I've got a swamp in here.
Anybody got one of those maxi pads?
Anyone got a tampon?
Nah. This is a heavy flow. You need a pad, bro. You need like 3 of them bitches.
This is an overflow. This is not just an heavy. This is not just
heavy.
It's an overflow.
Yeah, it's going off the rails.
Once again, you invited us here.
I'm surprised it took this long to go that much off the rails.
To be fair, we were trying to be professional, but it kind of just fell apart now. We're already what?
It did.
About 40 minutes into this. So yeah, we fell apart a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
All right, go on, Dixon.
Go on, Dixon. Yeah.
Then we got David Petit as the father, which I vaguely remember his voice.
Once again, it's the same thing as the kid. It's one of those things that, like, it gives us the story to the backstory of Simon.
Oh,
that's about
I know
it.
who it is. He was sorry. It was like it's going back to the kid, like he said.
There's not really much of a like standout to it, but obviously, thank you for helping push the narrative. Yeah, we just need it. It's necessary. We need to know the background.
It pushes it. Yeah, it pushes it to where it's like we're giving the same thing, like how the kid did. It gave the innocence part. He gave the other end to the innocent.
Yeah, it just gives you that backstory of the other space station. So it's like, oh, okay. Was important, but at the same time, it's like really wasn't like impactful.
It just adds on. Maybe could have trimmed that a little bit.
No,
it wasn't that long. I
don't really care about if they trimmed it or not. It just gave you that backstory to the other thing. Why Simon was a prisoner. That's what I was like. Okay,
the game doesn't give you any of that information. The game doesn't give you any of that information. Yeah, it only gives you like, fourth planet, explore, go here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there's like, I have many thoughts on it, and not only that, there's different things down there that hint so many biblical stuff.
Yes,
like lots of it.
Anyway,
but go on, Dixon, before we get into it, because I can go on that.
Biblical.
And then we got Jack. Then we got Jacksepticeye's Jack.
He didn't have to say much. He just had to be there, which is great.
I know. He was just welding next to you. He popped up, and that's it. It was just that's funny. That was it. Really, it just made me laugh. But Simon fucked Jack up by hitting him with that X-ray. He can't even stand.
It's about right, like how he did on Among Us. It's kind of right, like how he did him on Among Us. He did him like dirty and.
Oh, when he did that, fucking called him out. Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts. Like,
but either way, the love for that is that he includes his friends.
I think it's that's one of the biggest things I love about Markiplier. If I eat, everybody eats type attitude. But yeah, they may not get like big production money or nothing out of it, but it's just the fact that he helps like get their name out there as well and stuff like that. And I kind of like that.
Kind of like how we do it.
Yeah, we always pop in with each other and we're always trying to push each other. That's one of the biggest things I always think. If I eat, we all should eat. Same thing for y'all. I hope y'all think the same way.
Of course.
That's why.
I mean, we all started this together.
We all started a channel, YouTubing together, and then now me and Romero, obviously, since our domain is gaming, we moved on to streaming because it's so hard just to constantly make gaming videos.
Y'all collab a lot.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and I wouldn't mind collabing in ways on here.
I wouldn't either. This is fun.
I think we could.
We gotta watch more. I gotta watch more movies though, but it's just, I'm always working. It's hard.
Well, here's the thing.
We pick a movie, we all watch it, and we all do this.
Aside from that, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a movie. We could just go off something like,
make a podcast.
What if Dixon's not into this? Well, yeah, pretty much. But like, what if Dixon's not into this? But you mentioned something. He's like, never heard of it, or I've heard of it, but I'm like, I haven't given it a shot. But I'll give it a shot because it sounds interesting now. Or someone brings up a certain type of hobby or a lore, just basic nerd stuff. I
want to get back into Beyblading.
Nerd. No, I'm just kidding. No, that sounds like fun.
It does. It just I've been wanting to do that lately. Is buy a fucking little arena and just buy one of those big ass cases of Beyblades and be like, guys, this is what we're doing today.
It's going to esports, or it's going to Evo. They're bringing Beyblade to Evo.
Are they really? Bro, that sounds awesome.
From what I heard, yes.
Bro, I would do this. I need to go. I need to go buy
professional Beyblading.
Good Beyblades and the actual ones because they're metal. The real good ones are metal.
We're going off the boat here.
Yeah,
reel us in.
and then to round off this 10-person cast and this is all it says everywhere I've looked. Alana Pierce has a familiar voice, which I know Alana Pierce. I've heard her voice everywhere. I can't think of anything right now, but I know I've heard her voice everywhere.
What's her name?
Alana Pierce.
Alana Pierce.
ALANAH.
Okay, I see it. God dang. She's gorgeous.
You are blurred
She's
out in
Australian, too.
your camera like crazy right now, bro.
Right.
You look down, you completely went blurred. You blended into a background.
Oh. VHS Beyond Gears 5.
She's a writer for
Gears
Santa
5?
Monica Studios.
Wow. Sorry to go off that, but wow. I could see her playing some pretty good roles, really.
What did she do in the?
Yeah.
What was her role? I don't know her at all. Like I don't know her, but you have to help me figure out what role she was in.
Same.
She, from what I remember now, after actually seeing her and seeing her name, she was mostly known for like doing game reviews on IGN and stuff like that. And then she moved into Santa Monica Studios. Now you know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, okay.
No wonder she looked so familiar. I was like, because I used to watch IGN before I started doing all this stuff, and I thought the face looked familiar. I'm like, she has a familiar face. I just don't remember where I saw her.
Where are you?
But yeah, okay. Now that you say that, where are you? But I get you. I get you on that. All right, cool. Hell yeah. What else, Dixon? What do you got before we get into more details?
We kind of gave you.
That's the only cat.
We kind of gave you all our opinions in the middle of all this.
Well, I mean that's fine too. I guess we can go ahead and hop into like the lore of it if you want to, Romero.
There's
a little more than what you were doing.
Go on.
So I mean, I kind of explained a lot of it during the entire conversation we just had. The whole basic gist of what was going on. But the direction that he was going, which is very well, it was like a silent rapture. The stars receding, life ending as you know it. But not like your normal rapture, like where you're beamed up. This is, well, what really happened, because it's like they're gone. 1 minute you're there, and then next thing you know, gone.
I know what it was like saying.
But
all the suns were exploding, and like all of them, like basically they were supernova, and every sun, everything like that. So that's what was the rapture, was universes collapsing.
But here's the crazy part though. They released an image of what the monster is, and it looks weird, like an eel. But the crazier part is they're made out of human parts. You could see some arms sticking out, some like formations of a body still there, but it looks still smooth like an eel. More humanoid. So what we were seeing for that monster in the movie was actually someone, like probably an image of him, of Simon's character, of Mark's character Simon, turning into that maybe. And I can kind of see you're transforming.
That's what the rumors are, or that's what the theories are, is that Simon was becoming the Whisper.
Yes. And so what you see in the game, and from what they said, when you see it, you think of it as an anglerfish. Because like the way the mouth looks, it looks like an anglerfish from the deep sea.
Well, you get that vibe from the poster too.
Yeah,
of course. So the lore of it really is, it's a frog. So going to the biblical spots, the serpent takes a form as a frog, and that is basically the devil himself in the sea. Apparently the sea is actually human blood. In a way, it's hell itself on a moon.
I can see that.
It's the way I see it. It's the way I see it. How? I don't know. No one knows, because it's the quiet rapture. It happened. No one knows how it happened. Not only that, and it's weird because it doesn't show it in the movie. I've noticed that. When I was playing the game, you get to a certain location and you hit a marker, and like you hear it and feel it, like it's gotten warmer. The pressure picked up, and it's like, what is this? Like, and then when you take a picture of it, it's just like a distorted picture of like this frantic like figure, but it's bright. It's not like your typical other pictures where you see it. It's a bone. I'll get to this other picture in a minute. Anyways, it's just something off. But this one, it's giving like a live reading. So going back to after you take the picture, it's a very tight spot. But the weird thing is that when you're maneuvering out, and it caught me off guard, and I noticed it. It moves you out, like it's kicking you out, like it doesn't want to be found. It pushes you away. And like I was looking, I was like, wait a minute. Why am I way up here when I was like down over here? And I had to go through like a cavern, like. And it's like, no, there ain't no freaking way. I was here. I know I was here. But I don't know if they try to put that mental state in you, which is really good because I was losing it. I'm like, no, 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 no. I was here. How am I here? And it's a good drastic distance because whenever you maneuver yourself, it does take a while to get there. But the way it just instantly moves you like that, it's like, huh? So whatever is there, they say it's a star, or if you're thinking biblical sense, it could be an angel. Who knows? Um, but of course there is life there because there's a certain spot that you do take, and you hear the blood, kind of like you know how water sounds whenever you're waving. You get like that little swishing sound, I guess. Well, I guess there's life down there in the sense that you don't even know what it is, but the picture shows like tentacle like figure. I don't know, it's weird. So whatever life is down in this, it isn't your typical thing that you would see. Or even well, I mean, you would see it, but not in this drastic measure of blood and life. I mean, blood is life, which is odd, but I mean, either way, I mean,
Blood's life.
the fact yeah, but the fact that it's like this and it's surviving like that instead of water, it's like, I don't know. So the game does take like the creator went a whole lot of biblical sense because there is hints of um what is it? A false idol, like a false belief like like how they say it's like if a false god is going to come down, you're going to believe that's the real one, but really you're believing in something darker. That's not the real god or Christ or whatever it is. And so they do show it. I don't know. I think I was like I was making fun of it somehow, and that's before I got into the lore. I'm like, oh, it's a monument. There's a monolith there. So the monolith is the false idol that's down there. And it doesn't really give off anything, but that in a way kind of shows some more insight of some things that the creator wanted to go with. Which he from what I heard, he's a Christian himself, but I like how they kind of twist and do some stuff to create something like this, a universe like this.
I got a question, Romero, since you did all this
Yep.
research. Do you have any idea from anything you found roughly what year it's supposed to take place?
Oof. I think they did mention a year. 25 something. That'd be my
So the
guess. I
24th,
forgot.
so the 24th century.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, it's I know there was a year, I just forgot what it was.
2370.
Unless I'm mistaken, they didn't.
Yeah, there we go.
2370. Wow.
There we go. Yeah,
I was
I
about to
know
say,
there was
'cause-
something like around there. It was like in 20s.
Yeah, around the year 2370 is when Iron Lung is based in, like around that time.
Because I couldn't recall ever hearing an actual year being mentioned in the movie, so I wasn't sure. Because I'm not familiar with the game myself.
I know it's in the game, but
the
that's
game
about
and
it.
the movie, yeah. They do go off of each other. Mark and David did collab and expand more of that story, which is great. But yeah, a lot of it has to do with his biblical like stuff that he incorporated in it and to like create a universe from it. What I got in my theory was like it was a reverse Big Bang because it was like a silent rapture. They said. I mean, everything when the Big Bang, of course, the Big Bang theory is like, and the big explosion happened and the stars came. My thought was like the reverse version of it happened
Mhm.
An
and they just
implosion.
receded. Hmm.
That's what explained why all the stars died,
That
and
yeah,
because
that's
even
my
when they're
theory
on the
on it.
planet, I mean on the ship with the last tree, he was explaining although if you see those the light already, they're already gone. It's true because they blew up.
Well, I mean, that's what they say. Actual for us too.
Well, yeah,
We're
but
seeing stars.
that's what I'm trying to say is that they blew up. That means everything was blowing up immensely at the time. That's what they were talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Dixon?
Now I guess we can go ahead and start asking each other questions because we are basically just talked through it. What y'all think of the sound design?
Oh,
Oh,
the soundtrack?
it
No, the sound
no.
design, like the creaking of the
The audio
metal,
that
everything like that.
yes, I think
Ah,
it was so good.
it was good.
Like it was good because like it was so confined, and the fact that the whole thing was done just in the stub was just great.
Which
You
would
don't
make
get a
sense
lot
because
of that in movies.
you hear the pressure and everything like that, and you hear the little small
Hmm.
cracking and the small little like metal going
And
like that. It makes
yeah, and
fucking
not only
sense. It
that,
works
it's
great.
mhm. And it's a makeshift sub that they all knew whoever's put in there isn't going to come back up.
Yeah, they didn't
So
expect
it gave
anyone to
off so
survive.
many. No, and that's how basically the Iron Lung is. That's the title of the sub as well. Is that of course you're sealed in there, welded shut, and it's just a makeshift sub that they just like, all right, we're gonna send you in there, but we don't expect you to come back. And but of course they lied to him on the movie to show that they lied. Um,
Yeah.
well, of course he should have already known. It's a sub. There's an opening. He should have like, but he went in there with a thought. I'm gonna be freed. And he doesn't like the thought of the sub being welded shut just left. He just put freedom in his mind. The whole the whole welding was just blocked out. So the people who put him in there knew, but he didn't. All he thought was just freedom.
Yeah, I thought the sound design did a really great job at
Mhm.
making you feel uneasy without really making you scared. Just made you uneasy.
Oh
That's what we
yes.
told you. It's not a horror film. It's labeled as one, yes,
Mhm. It
because of
was.
all the blood and
It's
everything like
very.
that. But it's more just like
Mhm.
that.
The
Real,
atmospheric.
yeah.
It's,
It's like an
that's exactly it.
atmospheric horror game that we play. It's just an
Yes.
odd feeling, like
What's funny
oh
is that's
shit,
actually what
but
I've got.
it's not
Mhm.
terrifying. But it's like
Oh,
ooh, I
Jason,
don't like that.
you know this game. I think Dixon, you've seen us play it. Captured the
Yeah,
atmosphere
Mhm.
that when you enter the room, it's just quiet.
yeah,
The unknown dark. It's exactly just like that.
yes,
Just like in a sea of blood.
yeah, because you don't know where you're going.
Exactly. But like it's just very atmospheric. And then the soundtrack. When I was telling Jason about it, it's like the soundtrack. I love. Like I want to see if it's on if it's available, and he told me that they released it like days before the movie was released, and oh my god, I went on a binge adding the entire playlist on my or the entire soundtrack on my playlist, and every
Oh, the
now and
score's
then whenever I'm at work, yes, it's just I don't know, the thing about atmospheric music to me is so soothing to me. It doesn't matter if it's horror like or anything. It's just
no, I get what you mean.
Hmm.
yeah, I just dive into it like I don't know. It sets my mind in a different spot. Like not a bad one, but like it just
Put you at ease.
calms me down. Yeah. It's like, ooh. Like you hit that one certain song or soundtrack, you're like, oh, that's so good.
Okay. What about the makeup when it like the boils and stuff after it being exposed to the radiation? What y'all think of
Oh.
just the makeup itself, not the actual look, but the makeup of how it looked?
I think there was at one point where one of the injuries kind of looked off,
On
but
you talking on Simon or on them?
Yes, on Simon.
Yeah,
on Simon.
yeah.
On one
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I think there's a one spot, but it wasn't. It didn't linger there for too long because the minute it kind of drifted you off because there was a bunch of camera angles that kind of switched quite a bit on some scenes, but it wasn't bad. I think they saw that, and I think that's when they were like, "All right, let's redo this." So they won't see it as much, but they'll probably notice it, which should be fine, and it was fine, really. But like the whole boils thing, when towards the end, that was basically towards the end whenever it started coming up. Oh my god!
Yeah, no, it was.
I think you brought up, Jason, that their CGI was done way better than what Hollywood did on the scenes where I guess towards the end where he was trying to push a button or something, or when the veins started coming up about the
Yeah, we were talking about when he ripped when his arm got stuck by the veins and all that, and then he ripped off his arm and shit.
Yeah,
that's what got us talking about it that night. I remember.
Mm-hmm. So I overall, the makeup was great.
And like I said before, he built his own render farm in his bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
He rendered everything himself. This man built a fucking render farm in his bathroom. He was saying his electric bill was $5,000 a month while doing all the rendering for the movie. I believe it.
He not only did that, he self-funded the movie. He directed it. I mean, he did everything. He was real hands-on.
I feel like, honestly, this movie is a stepping stone for him. I feel like eventually, right now, obviously, he's taking a break. And he spoke about that and everything like that. I feel like...
he said he's got some...
Yeah, I feel like this is his stepping stone to see if it was going to even be anything. And the fact that he's seen such great success and knows more of the ins and outs now, I feel like he's gonna. Yeah, I feel like he is either gonna produce someone's stuff if they come to him, or he's going to shoot again and try to strike.
He is.
Yeah, he's gonna try and hit another big one.
I saw an interview.
But I feel like he'll give himself.
I saw
more
another
of a
interview.
budget,
They asked him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think someone asked him on an interview, like, "Is this your last one, or do you have any more plans?" And he said, "Yeah, I have some plans, but at the moment I'm on a break right now because, of course, he was taking on 4 or 5 roles to do the movie. So, like, not like just in the movie, but like having to direct, to star in it, do all that. So it took a toll on him, of course. Taking on that many roles, it's going to.
Yeah, he even said that he was.
Thoughts.
Yeah, he said he was so drained after everything, and that after Iron Lung was fully done, of course, just a little bit of tweaks, last minute tweaks, and producing it out, to getting it sent out to all the theaters that it showed in. He basically cried for like an hour straight because he just finally let his mind at ease because of how much stress
and the success from it, and the success that came through after.
This was before it was even aired because he just was so. It was finally done. He broke down because he was just like, it's over. The amount of stress this man put himself through for 3 years to produce a great movie. No, it was it was rough. It was 3 years. Because I remember when he announced this movie, because I listened to his podcast Distractable, and I remember when he stopped making YouTube videos for a long time. And I was like, what the fuck? And now, of course, he was still on the podcast, and so he was talking about his movie that he's like, I'm making a movie. It's called Iron Lung. It's Iron Lung, the game. I heard from it 3 years ago, and he wrapped up filming in like less than 6 months. 6 months they were done, and then think about that, 2.5 years still all that work and production that they did because they had no big studio behind them. It was all them.
Yeah,
it was like that is the most impressive thing.
There was that one point where I was telling you, Jason, when we were heading back. I feel like he would have done a better Five Nights at Freddy's than what Hollywood did. Don't get me wrong. They did a great adaptation of how the animatronics look. Story-wise, though, I don't feel like it didn't fit. I feel like Mark knows it.
I feel like if you would give Mark and Matt Pat a chance at making a Five Nights at Freddy movie, they could do it. Just because
it's still possible to do.
They both very know the lore of the fucking franchise.
Oh, definitely.
Be real.
Because there's that times that I think there was some moments that Mark brought up some things about some references about like the game and into some other ones like is the bite of 84 and some other things. But even at that, I feel like Mark can bring something to Five Nights at Freddy's better than what these other people did. And like, don't get me wrong, they did a decent job.
But then
that look wise,
that falls down under what we were talking about earlier in this episode was the fact that Hollywood focuses and they take too much creative liberties when it comes to adaptations to any video game instead of following the source material that is already there and that is proven to be loved and respected. Why the fuck do you think like, oh, you know what? This big ass lore, or they have, mainly what the problem is, they have the writers that write it have never seen any of it. So they just make up their own shit. Like, here's the concept, go. Okay, blah, 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 blah. That, and it's slop. Fucking slop. That's all it is. I will fight you
on this one. There is one actor, though, that I am so happy, but I'm sad at the same time. I haven't seen the show because I heard they did great, but since he's not in it anymore, I heard it wasn't great. But it was The Witcher, Henry Cavill.
Yeah. The third season, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
He's no longer in it.
Yeah. So he was behind a lot of the lore. I love how he is because not only that, he stuck to a whole lot of it, and he's making a Warhammer show.
I was just going to mention that.
Oh my god,
that's gonna be
Captain Titus, or no? Is it Captain Titus or something? He's gonna be Titus. Either way, basically on the Space Marines 2, the main guy, he's gonna be him.
Bro,
but it's so good. Like, I love how he can take creative action and be like, no, that's not right. People that can do that makes the game, the movies, the shows feel right.
Yeah, but
like like I said, you can dive off just a bit, but the people that have the creative authority to do it, I mean, if they do. That's the only thing that's hard.
But that's the thing, though, that's the thing, though, is that Hollywood takes the liberties, and if you fight them, they're just going to replace you because they're the fucking monsters that they think they are. But the problem is nobody wants to see the same old bullshit that they put out all the time. When you want to see this story of a great story like The Witcher or a great story of Warhammer, goddamn, if they fuck up Warhammer, I swear to God, that's going to be wild.
No, Henry Cavill is.
Henry Cavill is the showrunner, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what I'm just saying is, like, you know what I mean. Like that's gonna have big repercussions.
His team under him.
Yeah.
The one show I can say that they're doing really good on the game adaptation is Fallout. Only because Fallout is different stories from different people's perspectives and different stories to it. And this. It's giving you 3 stories within the same universe. Because I think the second season is supposed to include. No. The entire thing is within the New Vegas. Not sure when it was, before or after what you went through during the game.
Yeah.
I haven't passed it fully, but I'm gonna probably get back on the stream for it, like, later on after. But regardless, what I'm trying to get is that Fallout has stuck to game lore action about it.
Yeah.
But it's the thing about that, and it's great because not a lot of shows can do it, because Fallout's open world. You can go off of different stories to go off about it, but you still give off the same vibe of it. Fallout, stem packs, rataways, mutations, the mutated bugs, animals, creatures that you see there, the in our NRC or the NCR, references and stuff. You still have all of that there. The Pit Boy, everything. It's just, I think games that go into shows like that have a better success rate than most AAA games. If they do Gears, it's gonna fail. I'm sorry. Halo failed.
Halo had potential.
That's just my opinion.
I feel
It
like
had potential, but they messed up.
like it had potential, but they once again they got their grubby little hands in it and they just fucking ruined it.
But like I said, games that go into shows or movies like that are like Halo. I mean, Halo can have, like you said, it had potential. It's just
it was not bad. The first season wasn't too bad, but the second season was straight dookie cheeks. Like it was horrible. I was like, man, what the fuck is happening? Like it was so dumb. But we are getting so badly off topic now. Holy shit, we went down a rabbit hole. Dixon, get us back. Dixon.
Okay, I got a two-pronged question for y'all, and this will be the last question I have, and then if y'all have any, y'all can ask. What was y'all's expectations going in before even seeing the movie? And then what was y'all's theater like? Was it full, empty, what?
Our theater was about mid.
Hold on. I love this one. Hold on, Jason. I love the theater room that we went to because there are people that literally went in dressed up.
Yeah, there was.
They went dressed up. They had a mustache. Really? Yeah, they went dressed up. What else? What were they wearing?
They were wearing the classic pink wig and the mustache and the white collar, white collar shirt or whatever. Not they were old school Markiplier. I loved it.
It wasn't full like I thought it was going to be, but it was fair. It was fairly full enough.
Yeah,
and y'all went to the Hollywood, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fairly full, and it was already the second opening weekend. So I mean, it was the second weekend it was out. It was the first opening weekend. Right. And then it was the second weekend that we went to go see it. So, it might have died down a little bit and everything like that. But my expectations.
Still people showed support.
Yes. My expectations when I walked in, I was excited to watch the movie at the beginning. I was 100% already excited about it. But I did go in thinking, this is his first movie. I'm not going to sit there and critique it to the nines and expect it to be perfect. I'm not going to think that. I went into the movie thinking, oh, the movie is going to have some flaws. It's going to be a little messy here and there because he rendered this himself. He edited all this himself with his team, and it's going to be a little choppy sometimes or whatever. I'm expecting good work, but I'm not expecting fucking phenomenal. Walked in, I was pleasantly surprised. It was damn near perfect for me, and I gave it a 9 to 9.5 on my thoughts. There was a few times where what hurt it was just because of his acting skills, which is not a horrible acting in any sense. You could tell where he breaks it a little bit though. But considering how young of an actor he is, not necessarily as a person, but as an actor, because he's never really done big productions as that, and having to do one scene 40 different goddamn times because you need 40 different angles of a camera. I feel like he did this very well, and it exceeded my expectations of the movie. He exceeded my expectations of what he could create. I've watched Heist, Who Killed Markiplier, and all those, and Space. I've watched those, and those were always just fun comedy. This it was a much of a different outlook on his acting skills. It wasn't comedy. It wasn't joking. It was straight despair, anger, and just the mental decline of everything. He did such a great job, and honestly, my feelings towards the movie were the same. It is a 9 to a 9.5 in my scale.
My expectations going into the movie, I didn't know. I've only seen the trailer once.
I saw that shit like 3 times.
Yeah, I only saw it once. I didn't know much of the game really. I bought it that night and played it that next day or so, or the day after. I didn't see Mark play it.
See, I did
until after. Yeah, I didn't see none of that gameplay until after before we even did this, way 2-3 weeks ago, I think. I mean, I went in for the love of Markiplier because been a big fan since so long. Of course, like Jason says, we're not gonna critique his first movie like that. We're gonna go in it open-minded. We're gonna just go in there and see what he created. like I said before, and I'll stick to it because he's got such a fan base that people love this guy so much, and it's so good that he's got something like that, and it's amazing. And I don't think he believed in that until he started seeing like, whoa, like these people pushed it. They show so much love, and I don't think he saw that because he was just so overwhelmed. And the fact that, like I said, like it's just so much love for the guy that we all have for him because he knows he wants to do something like this, and the success that we gave him was the greatest part. And like Jason, 9 to 9.5 is a great rating for the movie. And this is literally a stepping stone for a bunch of these other people who either are too scared to do it or too nervous to even think of something like this. Because what if the people um, critique it very bad? And that's the thing about the community. Really, they're gonna go off and say it's a terrible movie. It's indie. I do this. I deal with a lot of these. Like for instance, I will always shit on it, regardless. Terrifier. I just don't like those types of movies. Like just the way it is, I just don't like it. But for some reason, I felt like Mark hit something because he actually had a, basically a foundation right there, and he just leveled off from right there, laying it out just right. And that's what I like about it. Terrifier's original, yes. I just couldn't get into it. And like people can hate me for it. I really don't care. It's just it's not my type. There's people
It's
like
literally
it's their
just
type.
gore porn, dude. Like it's I watch it
Mhm.
because it's kind of like art's funny to me. I've watched them because art makes me laugh because it's
Okay.
dumb. But as far as the
character
storyline, there
himself
is no fucking
great.
storyline. There is no goddamn storyline in any of those goddamn movies. It is horrible
Yeah.
dumpster fire. I will
Don't get
stand
me
by that
wrong.
with you. But I
Mhm.
just like art. He's funny to me, so I was like,
Don't get me wrong. The character himself is
Like-
great. He
And
did
David Howard
phenomenal.
Thornton actually
the amount of
absolutely
potential
brilliant.
they have with art to
Yes,
make him
he
something
did.
more
Yes.
is
So
is awesome, but they
yes.
just squandered
And-
it with it just being him. And then the
Mhm.
backstory didn't make no fucking sense. Like he was just a human dude, and then next
No.
year he died, and then he made a deal with a demon, and then came back to life in the second one, and now he can't die. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
So
But you know, like the story, like I said, story don't make sense. There is no plot, but goddamn, is he funny? That's why I like him. That's the only reason I like
But
him.
going
I don't
back-
like the movies. I don't like Terrifier. I like art. I don't want that known.
yes.
I like Art the
There
Clown,
you
not
go.
Terrifier.
Noted. That noted. So going back to the whole fan base thing, really, I think that's the biggest issue with anything really. Going into games. So for instance, Tekken is one of them. I would say
Convoluted lore.
the fan base. Yes.
Boy.
So so like I said, the fan base can ruin a person's
Fan
prize
base is
for it.
wild.
It's just wild. But the fan base that Mark has that he created from years on end to create such a great movie like this, off of a game that's already made that he felt interested in it, and he collabed with the creator of it, and just the fact that he had such loving fan base and that he's paving the road for these other people to create such a movie like that is perfect. Because and like what I really want out there is like, don't go into a movie like expecting the best. Critique it for how close it is to the game and not being overwhelmed by the difference of it. What I liked about this, of course, is the more that they added together, which I can believe. I think I've said it on stream before, is that I believe they can add more to this universe. It just only takes imagination. But the fan base kills these types of movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's
They
not
make
lore
you break 'em.
accurate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I went in not sure what to expect because y'all know me. I don't like horror movies, so I went in. I'm gonna absolutely dread this.
I'm still hurt though.
I know you could have gone
Why?
with us. Yeah, you said you didn't go with us. You blew us off, and you still went to go watch it. You could have went with us, but
you hurt my heart. You hurt me like right here when you said no. I'm like,
but anyway, so I went in. I was like, okay, I'm a big fan of Mark, so I was mildly intrigued. And unlike both you, I didn't watch a single trailer. I didn't watch the trailer at all, so I had zero clue except for Mark's.
Honestly, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Mark's gameplay. And I've seen the poster, and I was like, do I want to watch the trailer? No, because it's like it's going through my mind. I'm never going to watch this. So why watch the trailer?
And I kept, and then, that's funny too, because I kept pushing to you, like, man, are you going to watch that movie and review it? Because it would be really great for your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it sometime. Like, you were trying to dodge this shit like crazy.
Yeah, I was trying to. I'm not going to lie.
See, you need to listen to us more.
But
we'll tell you when it's like super horror. But go on.
Anyway, so I went in. Okay, it's going to... I was expecting to just, like I said, dread it the whole time. I was hooked. That first, like 5-10 minutes, I was hooked.
Oh yeah,
same
sound, the way Mark was acting in those first few minutes is like, okay, this is something special. This is something special. And for an indie film, it was a lot of fun, really. And then as far as for my theatrical experience, there was like 6 of us in there.
Yeah, but you went to go watch it like in the middle of the week.
Right? Yeah, that too.
Yeah, you went in the middle of the week in the 3rd week of its airing. So I mean, it died down quite a bit.
Well, and then I was talking to one of the other guys that were there. He's like, "Yeah, this is really good." And I said, "Yeah, I was impressed." And for me as a non-horror fan to be impressed, because I'll agree with y'all guys. It's between a 9.5, closer to 9.5 for me.
Oh wow,
that was That's surprising for you. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, what about y'all? Y'all got any?
I do not actually.
I kind of want to see more of these creators to come out like this, even if it's an original thing. I mean, I just feel like it's just the scare of the fan base to kind of shit on them. Really, I will always say it's the fan base that will kill these types of movies.
See, I'm gonna quote Wade. You know, Mark's buddy.
Yes.
He believes that he told him that the fact is that he believes there will be more of this stuff coming out, but there's going to be more crap coming out than good. Well, obviously that's going to be true. When he said that, I thought about it, and I actually sat there and thought about it. There is going to be shitty adaptations coming out here pretty soon. But the thing is, you have to see who is actually does want that to push their envelope to that new heights and see if they can get that indie film to be amazing, because they're going to have that motivator to look up to, which is Markiplier, who he set the standard for these creators that are going to do this. So that means, are you going to try to exceed it, or are you going to try to match it, or even just get as close as possible? There's going to be a lot of trash coming out soon, I feel, but I also feel there's going to be some gems that are going to come out that's going to be pretty, that's going to be good. They're going to look good. They're going to actually have the story. They're going to be well made. They might just be on YouTube, but the fact is that they self-produced them is either way. But I feel like that's what's going to happen. I don't think necessarily it's going to be good or bad. I just feel like I'm hoping the people that do put the work into this and actually do make these movies put the time and effort. I'm not saying maybe not as dedicated as Mark did, because Mark put in his heart, soul, and health into this bitch. So I'm not saying that they have to necessarily do it to that extent where they are hospitalized 4 or 5 different times just during fucking filming.
Oh, yes.
That's what Mark was. He was in the doctor, hospitalized 4 to 5 different times during filming alone. That's not including post, because he went to the hospital a couple times during post because of the amount of stress he put himself through.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, if they give, obviously, I'm expecting them to just at least give it a good effort, not fucking shortchange it. That's what I'm asking. I feel like there will be good things coming.
The one thing I will add to that though is Mark set the standard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Heath Ledger's setting the standard for Joker. You're not gonna match it.
Oh fuck no.
Mark set a standard like Heath Ledger. This is gonna be a tough
everything
one to
will
beat
be compared to him. Every indie horror movie, indie movie in general, game based, whatever, will be always compared to Iron Lung now because he set that standard so fucking high.
Here's the thing, and this is what I kind of want people to kind of see it, and why I do it is only because I've told you, like, you say I'm good at tech. I don't see that really. I like people tell me on streams like, whoa, it's like that's good. It's like I'm basic, dude. Don't I will. You can tell me I'm good. In my eyes, I don't see it that. I want to see it as terrible, knowing I can still exceed myself. Knowing that people can, I hear it. I know, like, I don't want to know that I'm good. Like, I don't mind the compliments. The compliments are there. Thank you for telling me that. Of course, like, I will say, like, thank you. Like, I can see that the people are seeing it. But this is what I want for people to understand is that go in there knowing you're not good, but knowing that you can still improve from that. Because perfection isn't real. It's something that this one thing always stuck to me, and it will always stick to me. It's Mayuri Kurosuchi's speech on Bleach. Perfection is already a sign of failure. You are not perfect. If you're perfect already, there's nothing that you can do that's remotely even better than that. Really, there's no improvement. There's nothing there. So it's like, all right, so it's better to look as a loser, as a failure, or like for you to feel that way, knowing that I can push myself to do even better.
It's okay to embrace the failure, but understand that you can get past it and keep going forward and improving your skill set. Yes, 100%. It's literally learning to take a loss, but not letting it define you. That's
yes. So
I want to touch on something you said, Jason.
Go for it.
You brought up about how Iron Lung's gonna be the standard bearer for indie films. It's not just gonna be for indie films, though. It's gonna be for any creator, YouTube, be it YouTube, Twitch, anything.
Well, that's what I mean. Like indie made by like other content creators. Is what I mean by like the standard. Like, well, as far as other indie films, like the film festival and stuff like that, they're their own league. They're their own.
Oh yeah.
Genre. They're their own.
I want to touch base on that. I think Mark hit a nerve because he was number one for a very good while there. And
he pissed Hollywood off. He pissed them off so bad, dude.
Now people are saying it's like, well, Hollywood's been giving us shit movies. Why is it that this YouTuber is making a mockery of you? And
what's funny is they use the term YouTuber as a slur.
Yeah. And so it's like, so what if he's a YouTuber? It's like Jake Paul going into boxing, but we already know he's trash either way. I mean, not to shit on the guy. I mean, I want to believe that he can box.
He's a decent boxer, but he doesn't have actual like wins under his belt. In other words, he does what he does, but he has the potential to be a good boxer, but I also feel like he started too late. But that's a different subject.
Yes, but that's a different subject. But it's still almost the same. It's a YouTuber. If he would have went in like doing better than most boxers, it's like Mark did for the movies. He went in, he created something, and he made something better than what these Hollywood producers make. And it's just amazing that he just set something that can strike a nerve in people and make something great.
I mean, hell, his first weekend, he went toe to toe with fucking Sam Raimi of all people.
Yeah,
and he only lost that number one spot by, what did I say, 1.3 million or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the talent, he's got the time, he's got the patience.
Oh boy, he have the patience.
Yeah,
he's gonna be one of the great I mean, I'm knocking on wood. He's going to end up being one of the great directors of indie films years from now.
I say within the next 5 years he'll announce. I say 5 years because he wants to rest, and I don't know how long he deserves it. He spent 3 years doing this, so and the amount, like I said, the amount of mental
he's back
strain.
on YouTubing.
Yeah, the amount of mental strain he went through. I feel like within the next, I'll say 3 to 5 years, within that range, he will announce that he has an idea for another production, but he's going to be slow to do it because he's not going to put that much pressure on himself at one. But I feel like once he gets into it, he will.
Hope not.
I bet you anything. Once he gets into it, he will.
There's a thing. I think he was asked. He was talking to someone. I think they're a film student, and I think he wants to get him to do his next movie. I forgot who it was. I think it was like after one of the showings. I think, and he was just talking to him, and I think I don't want to say like you said. Probably 5 years would probably be the
I'd say 5 to 7 years is that sweet spot.
Yeah, you finally get that out of your system. You breathe, you relax, you come down from the high and all the anger. Yeah. So. Any more final thoughts, Dixon?
Questions?
No,
really. Top of your head?
No, I really don't have anything. So I guess we'll go ahead and. That brings us to the end of our descent into Iron Lung, a tense, claustrophobic ride that proves sometimes the scariest thing isn't what you can see, it's what you can't, and what just might be waiting outside the light. Huge thanks to my buddies Jason and Romero for joining me on this deep dive into the darkness and sharing the experience along the way. This is Movies on the Brain. I'm Jason, and we'll see you next time when we surface.
Hey, that's my name.